A scene as energizing and familiar and welcome to Baltimore fans as any you could imagine. Ray Lewis and his Ravens defensive mates making their grand entrance here at M&T Bank Stadium. Career games against the Ravens. The Colts offensive line anchored by Pro Bowl center Jeff Saturday. They allowed an NFL low 15 sacks on the season. Manning, 2,000-yard receivers in Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne, and rookie running back Joseph Adai rushed for 1,000 his first year in the league. Adai gets the carry, gets running room up the middle across midfield and into Baltimore territory. Bart Scott with the stop, and nothing better for Indianapolis than to get off to a fast start today.
Well, and they'd love to get Joseph Adai doing exactly what he did last week, 122 yards against Kansas City, and a really positive way to start the game with 7 yards on first down to get him into Baltimore territory.
On 2nd and 3, it's Adai again, and bullying his way to the 40.
Favorite, but we'll deal with being the underdog.
Dan Klecko has reported in, and he's in the backfield in front of Adai and directly behind Manning on 3rd and short yardage. Klecko leading the blocking, and Adai follows him for a first down.
Well, this
out of the shotgun on first down. His first pass of the day to the far side, on the money to Reggie Wayne. Wayne out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Samari Rolle looking like he was expecting a lot of underneath help that wasn't there.
From just inside the 25, first down, Adai tries the left side and plunges to about the 20.
Oh, exciting.
2nd and 8. Manning to the near side of the field, incomplete.
More of the time, and that means on the other side it's Wayne.
Quick snap on 3rd and 8, throws to the other side of the field. Reggie Wayne for a first down inside.
Little tentative to get too tight.
Adai inside the 10, or maybe Adai in the backfield behind Manning. Gets the handoff and is met at about the 5-yard line. The rookie out of Oregon, Haloti Ngata, says hello to Joseph Adai.
Colts are speeding it up.
3rd and 3, and again it's Adai. And again he's hit right before the line of scrimmage, this time Terrell Suggs.
Well, Terrell Suggs, a guy that plays the run, plays the pass. He had 9.5 sacks this year. He comes in off the left side of the Colt formation, and Adai has no chance.
Joseph Adai behind Manning. Throws the other way. That's complete to Reggie Wayne. Inside the 25 to the
Peyton Manning's looking for him.
Adai escapes the first wave. The tackler's lost the football. Who came up with it?
A lot of purple shirts around the ball.
But one down low has a white jersey, and that's the Colts.
There is only one white shirt in that pile. There's like 4 or 5 guys from Baltimore. Adai does a wonderful job, but he gets hit by Suggs. Look at all the Baltimore guys, and Ben Utek, the only Colt there, is the guy who comes up with it.
Left side doesn't get it done. Ray Lewis and Samari Rolle on the far side of the field. That'll bring the field goal unit on once again.
And that's twice now on 3rd down. The Colts have really hurried it up. They have sped it up, gotten the snap off in a hurry, and they were unsuccessful.
Field position for Peyton Manning all day from his own 20. play fake to a die. Over the middle, Dallas Clark incomplete. Did that bounce or intercepted? It is incomplete.
And there he is covering a guy 35 pounds lighter, 30 yards downfield.
2nd and 10, a dive. Not much there. Now, we were talking with Peyton Manning last night about how you go about converting 3rd downs. And he says you convert 3rd downs by being efficient on 1st and 2nd down.
Here they go quickly again.
3rd and 9. Pulls it down. Going deep. That is overthrown, incomplete, and the penalty marker is down as Reggie Wayne hit the turf. Samari Rolle was guarding him. Let's see what the call is.
Well, the minute Peyton Manning spotted single coverage, he launched.
Samari Rolle doesn't think he's guilty.
Well, you waiting for him to surrender?
The flag was for illegal contact. However, the ball was in the air. It was not enough for defensive pass interference. Therefore, there's no flag on the play, no foul.
That's why you don't surrender.
With time, throws away on the far side of the field, overthrew Dallas Clark. And
team knows that this Ravens defense will come at them from every conceivable direction.
Manning, 1 out of his last 4 throwing the ball.
I mean, there's Kelly Gregg, the nose tackle, 97. He's walking around like a linebacker.
A dive, trying to turn the corner. Can't do it.
A lot of times somebody ends up unblocked.
Intercepted at the 45-yard line.
The human,
of the Ravens.
The human ball magnet. Ed Reed.
This was all the way back to the 45-yard line of the Ravens. But Ed Reed, who picked off 5 during the regular season, gets this one.
Peyton pump fakes to the left, has good protection all the time in the world, but just doesn't anticipate Ed Reed coming across the field. And look at Reed become the receiver, elevate for the ball, and Dallas Clark never has a chance. Again, that coverage totally confused Peyton Manning.
The first quarter off the second Baltimore turnover of the day. Peyton Manning starts from his own 1. Dominique Rhodes in the backfield. Gets the handoff. And may have gained a yard. Still in the Indy backfield. On 2nd and 9, it's Rhodes again. And Rhodes out to the 3 before Ray Lewis meets him there. 2. A die in the backfield with Manning. And here come the Ravens, all after Manning. He throws and completes it out to the 15-yard line to Marvin Harrison.
Very little chance to defend that.
So a little more working room for Manning now from the 15-yard line, and he's back under center. Here they come again. Manning on the move. Going to run with it to the 20 and out of bounds just shy of the first down marker.
The similarities are scary.
We'll call it 2nd and 3 from the 23. A dive. Crosses the 25 and looks like he'll have. Manning dances out of the way of Adalys Thomas down the middle, almost intercepted by Chris McAllister.
Well, he had it, except Ray Lewis hits him and knocks the ball away. The collision between Lewis and McAllister is the only reason that ball wasn't intercepted. There's Chris McAllister. This time he's working on Marvin Harrison, but he's got the ball. Well, I take it back. The hit from Lewis late. He dropped it before Lewis got there. I thought Ray Lewis knocked it out. Chris McAllister dropped it before he got there.
Manning now 5 of 11 throwing. Look at how deep Ed Reed is. He's all the way back to midfield. 2nd and 10. A dive to the 30.
Because McAllister, one of the more sure-handed corners in the game. That explains why he didn't get the pick.
Manning needs the 37-yard line for a first down. Far side of the field. And that's complete to Harrison.
And runs, and from that position, tough to react.
Little flea flicker. Manning throws it away. That wasn't going to work, and Manning was under pressure. Thought he threw it away. He didn't. Holy smokes. Down on the field is Bart Scott.
Peyton Manning may not be Michael Vick, but boy, does this guy have pocket presence and the ability to evade trouble, because right there, you'd think that's a sack. He only moves about 3 yards laterally to the right, but look how nimbly he does it. Right there, he sees he's in trouble with Bart Scott coming right up the middle, and he's able to get away, and not just get away, but deliver. Turnover department to have never lost one is pretty fortunate. I think that's indicative of what kind of defense that's been played here lately.
First down from the 38. 10th play of this drive. Manning throws it low and caught by Joseph Adai.
Adai.
Second and 8. Boy, the secondary is not going to give Manning the deep ball. This is a dive. Dances inside the 35 to the 33. That time, 3rd and 5. Manning steps up, rolls, throws down the sideline, incomplete. Dallas Clark, his intended receiver. A dive to the 49. It's his first playoff game of any kind at any level, he said. Manning, incomplete. Dallas Clark, the intended receiver, on the near side.
Can Peyton find time to set his feet in the pocket?
Manning steps up, gonna go deep. Moorhead, wide open. Did he pull it in? Did he have possession? At the 10-yard line.
We're going to have a conference. The two officials, the two linesmen are talking about it. They're waving it off.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
And it's a terrific call because he's bobbling it as he goes out of bounds.
Not very often will you ever see a better catch that didn't count than that catch by Moorhead. Look at that. He catches the back quarter of the football, but he just can't get both.
17 runs, 17 throws. As he did the first half, Joseph Adai starts at running back in the second half. Manning over the middle to Adai. Adai fights his way to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a couple yards.
5, 6, 7-yard play if it's there. Without fail, he'll do it.
Adai trying to shake loose, diving, and is right about at that first down. That's Reggie Wayne in motion. Adai straight ahead and appears to have the first down.
Looked like there was plenty of it. I would have called it grim determination.
Manning to a die out of the backfield. A die with a first down out near the 40-yard line, out of bounds.
Competitive son of a gun.
A road record Manning would like to begin adjusting. Manning over the middle for Dallas Clark. Inside the Baltimore 35, clocked by Ed Reed, but another Colt first down.
And with a Dallas Thomas right in his face, Peyton was able to throw a perfect ball. Now this is a tight end, but he's really become their slot receiver. And what a shot he takes from Reed. But look how that ball laid right on his palms. And Reed was 2 steps away, which meant Clark was able to secure it before he took the big shot.
This is a dive, and a dive just inside the 30. You know, Dallas Clark, going back to him for a second, Dan, is a guy who is very, very happy to be playing because he thought he was finished at one point in the season.
Yesterday when we met with the Colts, I said, Dallas, did you think it was over when you hurt your knee? And he said, I sure did. Well, first of all, they told me that my ACL was torn, said he couldn't find it. And then the next day I get some decent news. A week later, I get some really good news. And the bottom line is Dallas Clark is a quick healer.
On 2nd and 6, Manning throws, and in and out of the hands of Clark at the 20-yard line.
Plain old Balmer.
3rd and 6, Manning from the shotgun. Steps up, looks, throws, far side of the field, incomplete. Short of Reggie Wayne. Dominique Rhodes in the backfield behind Manning. First down from the 11. Rhodes, fresh legs, breaks through, 25, 30, out across the 35-yard line and a first down.
Just like
2 rushing yards for the Colts today. The Ravens defense gives up 76 on the average. Manning throws far side of the field, and diving at midfield is Reggie Wayne with the catch, and that's another first down.
Really fine catch that was right there, but this is disheartening to Baltimore.
From midfield on first down, back to the ground game, and Rhodes trying the near side, doesn't find any running room, is going to lose a couple of yards, courtesy of Ray Lewis. Second and 11. Manning throwing far side, and that is complete. Loose football. Bounced out of bounds. Marvin Harrison had it and fumbled it out of bounds.
Marvin actually picked a couple yards up with the fumble. Marvin, who was that time singled up. Well, now the question, was that a completed catch? Let's see, does he have possession and demonstrate a football move? Yep. He took a couple of steps, and the hit forces the ball away.
Manning needs the 40-yard line for a first down. On the blitz, throwing it, intercept, whoa, he dropped it at midfield. Looked like not Chris McAllister, Ed Reed again.
How risky was this throw under pressure by Peyton Manning? A guy right in his face, falling backwards, he throws it into huge traffic. And again, it's tipped.
And again by Ray Lewis.
Again, Ray Lewis tips what would have been a sure interception. Now, Ray doesn't know who's behind him. He's just making a play on the football. Oh, he can't believe it when he sees it was going right to Ed Reed.
Contest. Vinatieri has kicked 4 for the Colts. Stover 2 for the Ravens. Manning to throw. Far side of the field, and out of bounds is Joseph Adai.
Backer holding.
Baltimore is yet to register a sack today. They were number 2 in the league, just one behind the Chargers, who had 61.
But they've had lots of pressure.
Manning on the move, throws it. Incomplete. Tried to hit Dallas Clark.
See, that doesn't go down as a sack.
A dive. Wrapped up at the 12-yard line by Terrell Suggs. Quick snap. Pump fake. Manning going deep down the sideline, and it is intercepted. Ed Reed.
The whistles have blown. Every time it seems that Peyton Manning and the offense have attempted to hurry to the line and make something happen on third down, it's been a negative.
Second interception of the day for Ed Reed.
They may have gotten up there in a hurry and snapped the football, but Peyton Manning overthrows Marvin Harrison by 3 or 4 yards, and he's not even in a position to break it up. And you know what, Ed Reed, he might have gotten rid of that football.
Intercepted Steve McNair. 3 Baltimore turnovers today, 2 by Indy. The Colts first down at their own 32. Manning under pressure, and he goes down. First sack of the day for Baltimore, and Kelly Gregg got it.
Well, Kelly Gregg gets it, but it's Adalys Thomas that makes it happen. Look here at the bottom, 96. Ben Utek is the guy trying to get him. Adalys Thomas comes around the corner, spins Manning around, and then Kelly Gregg coming up the middle finishes him off.
Loss of 9, second and 19. Manning under pressure, throws it up. Incomplete, out of bounds.
Did you see?
And Reed went. Reed is 20 yards off the line of scrimmage. Manning pumping, finally dumps the short pass to Utek. And Utek just a couple of yards beyond the original line of scrimmage.
Who's got the football?
Their last 2 possessions, Indy has run off 5 plays for -5 yards. A dive. I'm sorry, Dominique Rhodes out to the first down this quarter. This is Rhodes again, and Rhodes out to about the
14 seconds on the play clock. It would really be unlike him to waste that many seconds, and he's not going to.
Play clock down to 2, down to 1, and he got the snap off, and the give is to Rhodes, and Rhodes has a first down close to midfield. Rhodes hit by Terrell Suggs.
Here comes the blitz off the edge.
They're going to run it. And powering his way across midfield and all the way to the 45 is Dominique Rhodes.
And that's what happens in the situation, because without any timeouts, they can't ask for one.
Manning from the shotgun gets good protection, throws far side, diving catch by Dallas Clark for first down.
Corey Ivy must be speechless that this ends up being a completion. How can you have coverage this tight and have a guy catch the ball on you? He's right there. And Dallas Clark looks like he had the left hand under the ball.
We get a penalty marker on the play as Manning tries to get a play off in a hurry.
Well,
the tight end out of Iowa.
That's a monster play.
1st and 5. Under 3.5 to play. Dominique Rhodes. Oof. To the 25 and then knock
it away from the guys in purple.
And this is a 4.5-minute drive. 2nd and 3. Once again, Rhodes and not much there. Just to the 20. Klecko leads the way for Rhodes, who bursts for first down to the 20-yard line.
I wouldn't want to be the guy that walked in the locker room and asked them if they're a soft football team after this. This has been most impressive.
On first down, Dominique Rhodes shakes the tackle to the 15. And football. 2nd and 6. Rhodes wrapped up at about the line of scrimmage, but the clock.
They go on and win this.
And Manning just right to the ground in the